What is going on, everybody? Philip here from the Figure Bros, bringing you guys another review. Today we are taking a look at a figure that wasn't really high on my radar, but I saw a lot of people just posting and raving about this thing via Instagram or Facebook, so I went out and bought one for myself. This is the Mezco 112 Dr. Octopus. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I am not a gigantic fan of Mezco when it came to like the classic Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty bad, but their Green Goblin was very good. So let's see if maybe they're villains, maybe they're just really good at making villains over there at Mezco and not really good with the heroes, because Spider-Man to me was pretty much a dud. It was actually one of my most disappointed figures, at least like a top 10 disappointed figure. Just really wasn't feeling it. But Green Goblin was one of my favorite figures that came out last year from Mezco. So let's see if Dr. Octopus is either a stud or a dud. Let's get him out of the box and take a look at articulation first. All right, we got Dr. Octopus out of the box. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at articulation. Of course, like we always do, we'll start with the head. He can look down about that much, and he can look up about that much. Not too bad. He does get that little bit of side-to-side movement, so pretty good there. Moving over to the arms, it can come out about that much. Really good material, by the way, too, for this Dr. Octopus suit. We do get a nice bicep cut with, of course, double jointed elbows that can pretty much go up to that 90-degree angle that we like and need. Wrist, get a little bit of a hinge there. Not much though, but pretty good so far. Let's do a nice little ab crunch, see what we can get here for torso. Not really a whole lot. Back crunch, again, not really, can't really look back that much anyways. You guys can see too, it does feel like these pieces, I was gonna say, it feels like these little back pieces where his tentacles go kind of get in the way from, you know, giving us a little bit more of that crunch, but that's okay. That's pretty much supposed to be like that. Going over to the legs, I want to say it's going to be about as much of the splits as you can do. He can kick out about that much. He can kick back about that much. Not really a whole lot going on there. There is a thigh cut. Yeah, we got a nice little thigh cut right there. And of course, double jointed knees, which articulate pretty well. Not terrible there. And of course, we get standard ankles from Mezco, which really just amounts to absolutely nothing these days, really. I mean, they really need to fix that, man. Like, they could really use a better ankle rocker, as we've been saying for like, what, 2 years now? All right, so let's talk about the look and design. Honestly, body proportions, okay. The actual head sculpt and everything is brilliantly done. I do like the material that they used here on this suit. Very reminiscing already. If you guys haven't seen my Power Ranger review, go watch it. There'll be a link down below in the description box. The material that they use here for this suit feels very familiar to the Power Rangers. Feels very familiar to Fantastic Four. I like this material that Mezco uses. I don't like that half pleather material that they've been using. I think that they really need to get away from that completely. This is the material that I would be going with. It's very tight fitted. The quality is really good. It feels good, and it allows the articulation. You know, it doesn't hinder the articulation too poorly. You know, like that pleather material really hinders all their articulation. Other two, I also like all of these. These are like nice little like soft rubbery plastic pieces all around him. His belt, his boots. I showed the back a little bit too because I like it right here. It's really nice soft rubber right down here by the belt. Of course, you can see the tentacles that are supposed to attach to him in the back right there. Those look pretty good as well. So all in all, not too bad. But where this thing really shines, of course, is the actual accessories that he comes with. So let's go ahead and bust them out now. Okay, for the accessories, I did want to change up the camera angle here just a little bit so you guys can really digest what you're getting out of Mezco, right? Like when you open it up, it's really like overwhelming because you can see right here, here's the entire spread of accessories. And the first thing I want to talk about are just these alternative heads because these are absolutely beautiful. Really like well done. Like the sculpts for these, just perfect, man. These alternative heads are really good. Would have liked to see one more, but I'll just take it. Those two are really good, plus the one you get already. You also get his nice little lab coat right there, so you guys can see. Pretty good material right there. Of course, I'll keep it right here, short and sweet to the point. Would like to see a couple more hands as well too. Do like that we get some glasses, but just only 2 pairs of hands. You could have really thrown in an extra pair of hands, but okay, whatever. Bunch of feet for the legs, right? For the Dr. Octopus tentacles right there. Lots of them. And there's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So you're getting 20 total right there. Really, really nice there. So I'll go and move those to the side. Now, this is where, of course, it shines right here. These are the shortened legs for the Dr. Octopus. Of course, you get 4 of those. You get 4 medium-sized ones right here. So really nice here. And you guys can see they're all, I mean, the flexibility on these are just incredible. So you can really just bend to your will, and you can pretty much get any kind of poses out of these. So really nice there. Mezco really going all out for this one. And then, of course, you get 4 super long ones. And these, and yes, it can hold Dr. Octopus up, by the way. Again, I've seen a lot of people holding it up, holding Spider-Man with them. So again, I wanted to change down that camera angle to top down so you can just see all of the stuff that you get with. And like, look at all these tentacles right there. So you do get your money's worth when it comes to Dr. Octopus. Could we get a little bit more from this, from Mezco? Yeah, of course. I would like to see one more head and one more set of, one more pair of hands. But again, I'm not too, I'm not too angry about it. Still, we get a lot of plastic here. So this is really good from Mezco. All right, and real quickly, before we get to our final score, I do want to show off him with his actual tentacles on, because of course that's not Dr. Octopus without them. And you guys can see, he can pretty much stand up on his own, even without those being on the ground. You guys can see, probably see his legs right there, pretty good. So, I mean, well done by Mezco here. This is a really, really good figure, honestly, guys. One that, wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about this one. And I gotta be honest, I am actually very, very impressed with Mezco here. The head sculpt is excellent. The design of the suit is fantastic. And these tentacles, they're so light, he can hang there by himself. The tentacles can even hold him up too, so these longer ones can get all the way down to the ground on there. And again, I like that we get 3 different lengths. We get a short, a medium, and a long one. Again, really, really well done by Mezco. The final score I'm going to give for Dr. Octopus, I'm going to give him a solid 8.5 out of 10, you guys. This is a really, really good figure, and it's no wonder that he is sold out. It's no wonder he is going for well above MSRP on the aftermarket. I mean, he's very expensive. You check eBay listings and stuff like that. So if you're able to go find him for MSRP, I would pick him up while you can, because this is a very, very well done figure. Solid job here by Mezco, and maybe another figure that kind of goes in my top 10 list. I can't say I'm impressed with the Spider-Mans. I think they suck at making Spider-Mans, but as far as their villains go, they are very good at making these villains. So again, hats off to them. I mean, it pegs in beautifully. It's real smooth, and he stands up easily without much effort. So I'm very, very impressed. Like, just like that, he's now standing up. So again, very impressive by Mezco. Sound off in the comment section if you guys like this figure, didn't like this figure. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you guys next time.